Welcome to week 20. That is 5 months on the road. How crazy is that? If you spot an animal, please comment below. Don't forget to like and subscribe because it really does help. This week we head to far north Queensland and hopefully we get to see some ancient rainforests. Really excited for that. We finish up our week staying at Rollingstone. We say goodbye to our friends who hopefully we will see in a few months' time as we make our way back down the coast. Before we left Rollingstone Caravan Park, the boys had to check out the fishes in the fishing area where you can pay a small fee to do some fishing. I don't know why, but the boys just thought these fishes were really cool. The owner of the park, he was great with the kids.
Whoa! Throw it over to me, Steve. What is that? Oh my god, there's two of them! I'm gonna get Matus in there. Look at it.
Nope.
It's like he's Pac-Man.
What are those?
What are those?
Are they venomous ones?
Nope.
And they're hiding humans?
Nope.
If you know what those fish are, can you please comment below because I am clueless when it comes to fish. Isn't a fish just a fish? So when we left Rollingstone Caravan Park, we made our way north to Tully. Tully is home of the big gumboot. We did find a few other big things on the way, like a big lobster. See, told you I don't know my fish, my crustaceans. It is actually a crab. So Tully, home of the Golden Gumboot, which is a rain gauge for rainfall in this area because we are in the wet tropics now. So Tully is famous for being one of Australia's wettest towns. The giant Golden Gumboot celebrates the town's rainfall record of 7.9 metres of rain in 1950. Tully is one of Australia's most major sugar growing regions, with the sugar mill being a major employer. So Tully is a small town in the Cassowary Coast in the far north Queensland. It's about 140 kilometres south of Cairns and 210 kilometres north of Townsville. The town is surrounded by sugarcane fields, rainforests, mountains and rivers, making it one of the greenest and wettest areas in Queensland. After stopping in Tully to see the Golden Gumboot, we made our way to Curramine and hubby found a sign saying Murdering Point Winery. So Murdering Point gets its name from a wreck off the reef, so King Reef, in 1878, when the cutter Riser was wrecked off the coast, and when the search parties later arrived, they found evidence that men had died near the point, therefore calling it Murdering Point. After the winery, we made our way to Mission Beach, home of the cassowary. Seems my emails are dinging away in this little video. Sorry about my intrusive laptop. So at Mission Beach you can find Dunk Island, which is a beautiful tropical island just 4 kilometres off the coast of Mission Beach. The island is part of the Family Island groups and sits within the Great Barrier Reef World Heritage Area. It is much of the island is a protected national park covered in rainforest. So we are really excited to be in amongst the rainforest. So of course we took the first opportunity we could and we did the Kennedy walking track, which has rainforest on one side and Mission Beach on the other side. An absolutely spectacular walk. We cannot wait to explore further in far north Queensland to get into the thick of the rainforest in the Daintree. We were so spoilt to have this little section of rainforest to explore. Mission Beach is one of the few places where rainforest meets the reef. It's the gateway to Dunk Island and Family Islands. It's one of the best places to spot the southern cassowary. You can walk the Kennedy walking track, you can visit Dunk Island on a day trip, which we didn't do, and you can also explore lots of rainforest in this area. So a fun fact about being up here is that it rains a lot. We've had a bit of rain in recent days, different places that we have been. So we discovered that our caravan has a leak. So there is a photo coming up where we've had to move everything to one side to try and find where the leak is coming from. Certainly not this little fella, but here is the mess of our caravan at this present time. So moving along, despite the leak, we are back to doing road schooling activities. So here we are at Charlie's Chocolate Farm, learning how chocolate is made. This was gifted to us from my parents, the kids' grandparents, for their Easter present for this year. So you can walk through the cocoa plantation, learn how cocoa beans are fermented, dried and turned into chocolate. You can see the chocolate making process. You can enjoy chocolate tastings featuring local tropical ingredients, and of course you can buy a chocolate or two, and there is a great resource pack that they give to children that has questions and diagrams and like a little mini workbook, and it's very hands-on so the kids can get involved in making the chocolate and tasting the chocolate. It is one of those tree-to-bar chocolate experiences in Australia. Highly recommend it if you are visiting far north Queensland and road schooling, or you just want to learn how chocolate is made.
All righty. Hang on. Now the next bit's the critical bit, all right? You ready for this? You ready? Okay, what we're going to do is I'm going to get you to smell this, all right? And then you tell everybody, in a big loud voice, what you think the smell reminds you of. Can you do that?
Chocolate.
It smells of chocolate. Would this young man lie to you? Of course, like big round of applause. Well done. Go sit down.
Charlie's Chocolate Farm is located between Tully and Mission Beach, and it is one of the few places in Australia where you can see the entire chocolate making process, from cocoa tree to finished chocolate bar. The property grows cocoa locally and produces its own chocolate on site. And yes, you get to taste test and you get to take chocolate home. Really is a rewarding experience. I highly recommend this on your to-do list.
Hi, Nanny. This is our chocolate we got. Thank you, Nanny, for the chocolate tour. Love you.
Thank you, Nanny, for the chocolate tour. Thank you.
Such cute kids. I'm glad they said thank you to Nana. That was their idea, no prompting from me. The boys got a certificate at the end, which they can put in their workbooks. So for the last 5 months or so, we've not only been taking their bikes all around Australia, but also their scooters. We do love a skate park. Mission Beach is another town in Queensland that has a free splash park for the kids. I don't know if this is because you can't swim in the ocean because of the beasties in there, but yes, we do love a free splash park as well, especially as it's hot and humid in the tropics. So just like Christmas, we are trying to keep with our traditions. So Good Friday means hot cross buns in our family. Comment below if you have hot cross buns on Good Friday. This is our first real experience of heavy rain. We have not seen heavy rain like this at all in our lifetime. So welcome to wet Queensland, and this is why we have a leak in the caravan. We were pretty much caravan bound. Thank God we had a lot to do in our van. Little mini flood. The kids were amused that their shoes and other things left outside of the caravan was drifting away in a little stream. Once the rain had stopped, we went and explored and found some free swings and little playgrounds. It was a really great walking track beside the caravan park. All the homes along here have made little swings and so forth, just to make it a really enjoyable, relaxing experience. I highly recommend this walk along Curramine Beach. It is known as the King Reef Walking Track. An absolutely enjoyable experience, lots of things to see and do. And of course, being Good Friday, another tradition that we have is fish and chips for dinner. The boys don't have Easter baskets this year, so I had to think on the fly, and the boys just made some out of paper bags that we have. Next stop will be Cairns, where we will be staying for a while, 3 to 4 weeks, maybe longer, because hubby has some work things to do, and it will also give us some time to catch up on schoolwork. So we will be staying at the Cairns Coconut Resort. It is a 5-star caravan park resort, and this was the beginning of Bedlam, because who in their right mind would stay here during school holidays? So we arrived the same day as the Easter Bunny would be arriving. We have human soup of 10,000 kids on the oval, all wanting to see the Easter Bunny. This event wasn't well organised. There was a lot of chaos and a lot of disappointed kids, and it was just really hectic. They released a whole pile of Easter eggs for the kids to find. Of course, there was no limit or control over how many kids got what eggs, and there was a few disappointed children. It could have been planned a little better. I'm not sure if this is the first time that they've done this, but anyway, it is what it is. Here is a quick snapshot of one of the water play areas. Absolute chaos. Anyone would think the Easter Bunny was some famous dude. The kids got to sit in the helicopter and have a photo taken. My kids were more interested in the helicopter than the Easter Bunny. Fancy that. So after all the chaos of the Easter Bunny landing and getting free chocolate, the boys decided to visit one of the many pool areas for a swim. There are quite a few pool areas at Cairns Coconut. We decided to go to Sun Lagoon and check out what was on offer. Very busy as it is Easter school holidays. Check out our nappies soaking up water. After a moonlight movie, the kids left out a carrot and some lettuce and water for the Easter Bunny and a letter, and let's see what happens in the morning. Yes, the Easter Bunny visited and left a little trail in our annex to keep our eggs safe from other small fingers. The kids had lots of fun looking for their eggs, and what can I say? Easter traditions continue on the road. Chocolate for breakfast. Hey, why not? Anyone notice that the kids are wearing Christmas pajamas? Ha, that's funny. So we spent the day eating chocolate and just enjoying what activities are on offer at the caravan park. So they have, because it's the Easter weekend, they've got lots of blow-up inflatable thingies. Some have water, some don't have water. We checked out the water slide area, the jumping pillow, the playgrounds, and lots of other places at the resort. So many families come to Cairns Coconut Resort and do not leave for their entire stay. It has 2 large resort pools, 2 spa pools, splash park, with water cannons and a tipping bucket, dual water slides, a separate splash zone for younger children. It also has, a jumping pillow, heated spa pool. It has mini golf, tennis court, basketball court, beach volleyball, playgrounds. You can hire pedal carts and bikes. There's a games room, there's indoor play areas, there's table tennis, pool tables, outdoor fitness equipment, and open grassy areas. They have movie nights, craft sessions, kids games, organised family activities, an on-site cafe with takeaway meals, a barbecue area, camp kitchens, a store, laundry facilities. They also have seasonal activities like the wildlife zoo visiting, the baby animal farm visiting. They have pancake mornings. There is just so much to do at this resort. You can honestly not be bored. Thanks for joining us this week. Stay tuned and see where we end up visiting next week. Like I said, we are in Cairns for a little bit. If you spotted the animal, please comment below. Please like and subscribe and share our page because it really does help us. Thank you for holding out with our week 20. We do have a fun fact for you. Please read that. And once again, thank you for being with us.